Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking into yoga using a really neat source that gives a quick, solid intro. Our mission, basically, is to pull out the core ideas, see why this ancient practice might matter for you, whether you're totally new or just curious.
Exactly. And if yoga has felt maybe a bit intimidating or you just want a clear picture, this is for you. And like the source says right off the bat, it's not just about twisting into pretzel shapes.
Definitely not. So, okay, let's get right to it. What is yoga, according to our source?
Well, it's described as this ancient practice from India, combining breath work, that's pranayama,
Right.
physical movements, the asanas.
The poses people usually think of.
Yeah, those. And meditation, Diana. It brings them all together.
And the word itself, yoga, means union.
That's the key idea, connecting mind, body, and spirit.
Okay. And the benefits, the source mentions the usual suspects, less stress, more flexibility.
Better heart health. Yep, those are definitely there. But it also highlights something maybe less obvious.
Oh,
Learning to breathe through discomfort.
Breathe through discomfort. Okay. What does that mean exactly? Is that just on the yoga mat?
Well, yes and no. It starts there, maybe in a challenging pose, but the idea is that skill translates, It helps you handle difficult stuff in life, too.
Ah, okay. So you practice regulating your breath when something's physically tough.
Yeah.
And then you can use that same technique when, say, work is stressful or you feel overwhelmed. It's about building that resilience.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, what about the classic worry? I'm not flexible enough. I hear that all the time.
Oh, constantly. But the source is really clear. No one is when they start. That's a direct quote. It's just not a prerequisite.
Right. It's not the entry fee. So for someone feeling like super stiff, where do they even begin?
The source gives 3 really simple practical tips. First, a quick 5-minute morning flow.
Just 5 minutes?
Yep. Simple things like cat-cows, child's pose, gentle twists, just waking up the spine.
Nice and easy. What else?
Second, following along online. It actually names Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. Oh yeah, she's huge. Very beginner-friendly.
Totally. Great free resource. And the third tip is maybe the simplest. Breathe first.
Breathe first.
Yeah, like even just taking 3 deep conscious breaths before bed counts. That's part of the practice too.
Wow, okay, so it really lowers the barrier to entry. It's not about these long, intense sessions necessarily.
Exactly. It really pushes this idea of progress over perfection. Consistency is what matters.
So doing like 10 minutes every day.
Is way better than a big 1-hour class once a month. It's about building that habit, that regular check-in with yourself.
That consistency point is interesting. Why is that so central?
Because yoga fundamentally is about showing up for yourself. That's what the source emphasizes. It's not about performance.
Showing up for yourself. I like that.
Think about trying to balance in tree pose. You wobble, maybe you fall out of it.
Happens all the time.
Right, but you just gently come back to it. That process, that's like a mini lesson for life's wobbles, Patience, staying present even when it's tricky.
So the lessons aren't just physical. They're mental, emotional too.
Absolutely. Patience, resilience, just being present. The source suggests these things you learn on the mat. You take them with you.
Like using that breath technique during a bad day at work, or just stretching when you feel totally overwhelmed.
Exactly that. It's framed as self-care that actually works. Practical stuff.
Okay, so the big takeaway seems pretty straightforward then.
It really is. The source basically says, look, whether you actually unroll a mat or just pause to take a mindful breath, you're doing yoga.
That's quite freeing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it leaves us with this final thought, building on the source. You don't have to be good at yoga to be good at life. It makes you think, doesn't it? About applying those principles, presence, resilience, just showing up more broadly. What could happen if you brought that yoga mindset, that sort of gentle effort into other areas of your life? Something to chew on.